Hello everyone and welcome to my first ever Crazy Kingdoms update. I'm Civik, everyone's favorite guy, everybody's favorite gamer. You know me, there I am, hello. Okay, I have a lot I have to get out of the way, I got a lot on my mind, I got a lot I gotta get off my chest. What the fuck is this? What the hell is Crazy Kingdoms? Well, first off, what's this video game? This is Lost Kingdoms 1. It's a GameCube game that was released in like 2001, my favorite game of all time. We got that out of the way. What is this? What the fuck is Crazy Kingdoms? Crazy Kingdoms is a mod pack, first of its kind, alteration I am making to LK1, my favorite game ever. So, what we are here to do today is to test out my first victim of my alterations. We have edited Chaos Knight and turned him into the illustrious Feral Knight. There he is. There he is. What a guy. What a guy he is. And I'm going to show you what makes him different and what he does. So, first thing I want to do, I want to get out a disclaimer here. This mod pack and this project that I'm starting, which I should clarify, is extremely early. Is not meant to be a upgrade of Lost Kingdoms 1. It is not a patch update. It is not a balance, you know, it's in no way am I trying to improve Lost Kingdoms 1. Lost Kingdoms 1, in my mind, is the perfect game. It's my favorite game. There's nothing about it I would want to improve. What I do want to do, however, because let me tell you, I've played this game a long time. Forever, over and over and over again. I want something different. So this is supposed to be like a wacky pack. It's supposed to be a fun little new coat of paint for people like me who've played the game way too much. Something just wacky and fun, a new experience, a new way to play, an alternative. So, let's show off our guy here. So Feral Knight is a modification of Chaos Knight. I have Ghost Armor here so we can show off the difference. Hello, sir. How are you doing? So, if we go to Ghost Armor over here, I want to just spawn him. Let's look at his range, right? Pretty big guy, you know? And when you use his animation, you're locked into it. I can't do anything until that finishes. But I'm also invulnerable. Now, Feral Knight, smaller. Smaller individual. I can walk out of his animation. And, as you just saw, he 100% guarantees petrification. Look at that. Ain't that a cool guy? Ain't that a cool goober? It's pretty awesome, man. I feel very privileged and excited that I'm able to modify LK. So, before anything, being able to modify LK, let me give my thanks here. Special thanks to Papaya Jourdain for putting me on the path and showing me how to do this, giving me a base to start off on and a little outline that I can build off of to be able to do anything that I've done here today. I wouldn't be able to do without him. And special thanks to Moose Eats Bear, the LK2 guy. I love you, Moose. For showing me how to, he gave me some advice today on how to have Chaos Knight, or Feral Knight in this case, 100% apply petrification. I could not figure that out. Everything else I had kind of finagled with it until I found a way how to do it. I could not get the status effect stuff down. So Moose suggested, hey, why don't you go to Fire Gargoyle? Because he causes petrification pretty much 100% of the time. So I took his stat inflicting information, copy and pasted it into the memory for Chaos Knight, and boom! Your man Feral Knight, he be petrifying. He'd really be petrifying these people, let me tell you. Except for individuals, as far as I can tell, because I don't know, this is very early, and I'm not sure yet. I'm assuming for creatures that have immunity, it won't work. Because Zombie Dragon and Lich, as you will see here, do not get petrified. They ain't about it. They're just not with that life. They say, miss me with that petrification. Look at that. Nothing. So, yeah, it just don't work. What I would like to show off here, if I can get rid of these ghost armors, is something that's kind of broken, that I don't have much of a solution to right now, and that it's if you have several Feral Knights equipped, you can overlap them like that. You cannot do this with the same Feral Knight, because Feral Knight only has one use. So, you use him, if you look at the one attached to my Y button here, boom, he's gone. He's done. That's all we got for him. So, here's the issue with that. Because obviously it's kind of broken that you can, like, spam this guy, but I don't think it's as bad as it seems. Keep in mind, right now I'm currently using the level 0 cheat code, which effectively allows me to completely bypass card costs, but I also have 50 health and no defense. That's why I made Feral Knight's cost a whopping 16 crystals. So if you are in a position at the end of the game or towards the end where you have several Feral Knights, which because he's Chaos Knight, which would be kind of unlikely. I like Chaos Knight a lot, and even going out of my way to try to get him, I really only end up with about 2 or 3 at the very most. So let's say you're that special someone, you're me, you really be grinding for that Chaos Knight, right? And you have quite a bit of them, you have 3. The cost being 16 would undoubtedly take a heavy chunk from your health. So that's my current way that I can balance that at the moment, as far as my puny little brain goes. We gotta kill him with the Feral Knight. Oh my god. That's actually really good. That's something I wanted to show off. So yes, you are able to walk out of Feral Knight's animation, where with Chaos Knight, you're not. But the problem is with Chaos Knight, or sorry, with Ghost Armor, and Chaos Knight technically, you're invulnerable. You are not with Feral Knight. So you can get hit during the startup, during the end, the whole thing, you can take damage. So that's, again, my way of trying to keep this balanced. Again, don't worry about balance too much, because I'm really not trying to make this like an improvement or what have you, or anything like that. I'm just trying to have fun. I want to provide an alternate experience. And keep in mind, the difficulty of this pack is inevitably going to be harder. Harder than the original. There we go. Oh my god, where my Feral Knight's at? Losing them because they can only be used once. There's one. Paralyze that guy. Look at that, man. I'm so glad I got that working. It's freaking awesome. So yeah, Feral Knight, he has less range than Chaos Knight. He can 100% cause petrification unless they have immunity, as far as I know. He can stack on himself. Oh, who am I fighting right now? Oh, hello. Hello, sir. How are you doing? I absolutely love that you can walk out of his animation, right? Like, you can just spawn it, and you can just leave. It's so cool, man. I'm so happy with how it came out. So, keep in mind, the difficulty of this mod pack is most likely going to be more difficult than the original. Just, not so much intentionally, but just inevitably, it's just going to end up harder, because that's how most ROM hack-esque things like this just sort of happen to be. I don't want it to be Kaizo, like insanely difficult, because I'm not a fan of difficult stuff myself. But keep in mind, by the time you finally get Feral Knight at the end of the game, the difficulty will probably be leveled with it, so it's not as broken as it seems now. I'm not saying it's going to be balanced, but it will not be as broken as it comes off here, at least. So, yeah, so that's Feral Knight. That's what I got going on with him. I'm probably going to get bodied. Actually, how many do I have here? Oh, I only have one. Nah, we're not even going to bother with the boss fight then. But yeah, so that's what I got for Feral Knight. I absolutely love this, and I hope you stick around. I will be providing more updates like this for more of the wacky shit that I'm cooking up. And trust me, there's a lot to cook up. I will be cooking up a lot of weird shit. I already have a lot of insane ideas, and I've actually already implemented quite a few of them. And I will be showing them off fairly soon. So, thank you for sticking with me, and I hope you join me on this new crazy crusade. Let crazy kingdoms be much blessing and prosperous life upon it, lest I just stop doing it and then it dies in a week, which I don't want. I'm very dedicated to this idea. So thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate you guys. Take care.